Serenium armor of yours makes you invincible for a time, but you...
You. I don't know you, but you, I do. It's good to see you, Asa. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Void, damn it! Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do.
I didn't say that. I simply said I thought he'd see through the fake kill order.
Oh, I did. That's why I'm here. I made the mistake of questioning it too loudly to too many of the Dawn. The Exalted Leader summoned me. She knew about the message I'd sent to you.
Dagmar met you? Face to face? You're lying. She meets with no one but me. Calm down? You don't get it, do you? I was the only one who knew who she was. She needed to preserve her anonymity at all costs. If she met with him...
That's right, Asa. The kill order was real. It came from Dagmar. She said my message had ruined everything, so to save myself, to save the Dawn, I had to do this. She promised I'd take your place. And I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. There are a bunch of Sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you. I'm sorry, Asa.
Absolutely not. We don't need his help. We should just kill him and get on with the Sentinel killing. If we die, At least I'll be taking a great many of them with us. Did you not hear me? I said he dies!
No. Sentinels! Target confirmed!
Sentinels!
The target is here!
Vitals are in the red, Commander. Capacitation. Still recharging. Locking them down. Wrist weapon prime.
This might sting. A lot.
A minute. I'm ready. Torpificator is charged.
Recharge for mayhem!
Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat.
They envy our process.
Restoring the balance. Giving chase. There you are.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Weapon numb. Locking them down.
Maintaining perfection.
I can't believe the Exalted Leader sent Severin as bait. Not to mention betraying the Dawn to save her own life. What a coward. The unspeakable things I will do when I find her. Well, once I find her. The Exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety. She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system. We don't need to worry about their systems. My parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
Lock charged. Purificator at ready status. Purification in progress. Mitigating the threat. They're benumbed, taking the fight out of them. Commander, throwing energy your way. I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Your actions are in accordance with the plan.
You've single-handedly accelerated our ascendancy.
Nothing should work that way. No matter how often the data is verified and sanctioned, it is difficult to believe.
I concur. I would give an internal organ or two to understand it, and what it means. Excuse me, I don't think you have the authorization.
It's fine, but don't get too close. You won't survive direct contact with the rift. Salutations. We've been doing our utmost to find ways to manipulate this rift or extract data from it. Unfortunately, our efforts have been ineffective thus far. I suppose it's too much to hope for, but would you, perchance, happen to have any practical experience with or mathematical understanding of the rift phenomena?
Fascinating. It seems gravity doesn't apply to the rift, but it somehow maintains its position in space relative to the solar system.
Hello, layperson.
Hello, layperson.
Hello, layperson.
Captain. I fear I have a confession to make. I have found being present on Cloister underwhelming.
Really? What part about the situation is underwhelming? The corporate invaders killing our scientists en masse? The Protectorate's subjects raising our research? I sincerely hope you're not about to tell me it's the weather.
What? No, I lost my thread of thought. Your efficiency has improved my efficiency.
Ah, it's you, prime mover of the grand plan.
That's one way to become the center of attention.
Appreciate your facilitations.
And how did you sleep?
Decidedly horrible. If it was any colder, I'd be dead. And those Protectorate loudspeakers playing all night remind me of the pre-schism days.
I've been hearing them in my dreams. You've advanced the plan. You shall be feted.
Suddenly, I'm kicked from Laplace's garden and sent into war. War! The longer I am out here, the more I realize I don't feel quite right. It's as if I'm itching for something badly. For 3 years, I felt not a hint of fear, and now it's unshakable. It's in my marrow. Put me back in the garden. Please. Please.
Antis can't even direct their deployment of food drops properly. I suppose I better clean this mess up.
I heard they analyzed these in a lab months ago. They're almost pure sugar and artificial flavors with virtually no nutritional value.
I read that report, actually. I have a level 1 in chemistry, and I have no idea what most of the artificial compounds in it are. The lab techs refuse to even attempt to consume it.
Seriously? That definitely feels like a flaw in their methodology that someone should, rectify. Do you want to try it?
Yes.
Have an intellectually stimulating day. Oh, lovely day for differential geometry.
I cogitate more efficiently knowing you're on our side. Your shift on the front line is about to start. Bid farewell to the fire.
Well, I would happily oblige and leave the warmth for the freezing temperatures, but if you recall, we traded shifts last week.
That may well be true, but it seems to me I do recall you still owe me a favor, and I am formally invoking said favor now.
Boy, damn it all. Okay, just a few more minutes. At least until I feel my toes again. I can't go back out there. I feel like I'm going to succumb to panic.
All of you reinforcements from Laplace's garden are acting like scared little sprats. A life of luxury has weakened your resolve.
Sir, if you make me go out there, I fear I may tear my own eyeballs out. There's something not right with me. It's as if everything has become inexplicably wrong.
Your eyeballs, huh? One of the other Laplace reinforcements tried to rip his own skin off. What did they do to all of you up there?
We have a good collaboration going here.
You've been a real factor in our success. No.
Reshapes our understanding of exponential dynamics. No exaggeration. We will spend years analyzing.
Just stay focused, keep your head down, breathe, recite pi to 1,000 digits to calm yourself.
Go for torpification.
Sir.
What do you think those Protectorate subjects are doing over there?
Probably genuflecting to the Sovereign. Next poor fool who pops their head up will find themselves suddenly deceased.
If it isn't my new favorite operator. Hey, thank the architect you're back. You have my gratitude for saving them. Please take this.
You're the anomalous outlier from the wireless.
I'll write my next dissertation in your honor.
You're doing the architect's work.
Gunpowder store is adequate.
I don't know who Anti-Choice thinks they will convince with this poor quality propaganda, but I sure am grateful for the heat they provide.
You said it.
I feel confident those weak-minded crabble kissers in the Protectorate would fall for it, though.
I wouldn't doubt that for a second.
Say, have you seen Junior Acolyte Nelson around anywhere? Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
No.
Hello, layperson.
Whatever your honorarium, it is well deserved.
You deserve no small credit for our success.
What? Ah, it seems I have a visitor. Greetings. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I am attempting to connect with the energies given off by the Archive's conduits. My calculations have led me to the conclusion that I ought to stay here, connecting with the Archive, until I can best decipher how to save it. Yes, the math is foolproof. Soon enough, the path towards reclaiming the Archive will be clear. What? Hold. What? Hold.
It has the Auntie's Choice logo on it, but... Oh, Architect preserve us.
Damn Aunties and their propaganda. Take this, you piece of poorly designed refuse! Ah! Take this!
Well, that's one way to do it.
Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
You're remarkably effective for someone so ignorant of abstract calculus.
Wrist weapon primed!
Do I hear hammering from the other stations?
Don't question it. Just be glad I brought a blowtorch.
This seems rather extreme. Are you sure you can't simply unbolt it?
As I already stated, the weather has iced over the bolts. They require the application of concussive force before they can be manipulated.
My poor terminal does not deserve such abuse.
If it weren't for your lead fingers, I would not need to repair the input panel to begin with. Now stand back and let me get on with it. The sooner I finish, the sooner you can go back to processing Rift data.
handle this.
This might sting. Yes!
Purification. There be none.
Not yet. Hold on. Taking the fight out of them. Locking them down. Recharge for mayhem.
That's fight. Don't hurt. Negative. Recharge incomplete. Go for torpification.
name did you convince a regretful assassin like Marisol to reject her violent impulses? And are you taking new patients?
Let's weapon prime!
Step aside. Swine. This might take a lot. Step aside.
Swine. Mobile. Locking them down. Torpification in progress. Recharge for mayhem. Butchering it. Torpificator is charged. Proceeding to attack. Taking the fight up. Mitigating the threat.
Sting. A lot.
resorting to violence. Torpificator at ready status. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
First weapon prime!
They've been numbed. Torpification in progress. Standing by to stupefy.
Mitigating the threat, taking the fight out of them.
Recharge for mayhem! Investigating hostile intentions. Go for torpification. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Let me... Blind. On the wrist. This might sting. A lot. Step aside. Closing in!
Locking them down. They're benumbed. Stun weapon ready, Commander.
First weapon primed. A lot. Recharge for mayhem. Gas spike.
Got a freak.
Commander,
50 more times.
swine. I'll handle this.
This might sting. A lot. On the wrist. First weapon prime.
Hello. So, I'm trapped. Messages to the Order left unanswered. Tried to run. Got about 2/5 of me gouged out. A lot of blood. Last now. Spent much of my life wondering what I'd say at the end. Trying to think of the words for this felt like reading a thesis before the presiding bishop. But a lot of people die. And not a lot of final words get remembered. Certainly no one will hear these. So why worry about being meaningful? What matters is who I was when I was alive. And if I was predestined to be Ursapod food. I think maybe I would have liked to re-roll the odds.
Dagmar. The cur. How could she betray me? Her, of all people. The one who recruited me into the Dawn and saved my life. And out of all the cultists, she elevated me to the highest rank in the Dawn. Was her right hand. She was my supervisor. I was just a lowly scientist. She alone could see my heart through the shell the Protectorate encased me in. And when she saw my pain, she looked into my background. It was then that she recruited me. My psychological profile. I saw it once. Recommended sending me to mental refreshment when I was young. Repeatedly. Something about killing sprats. But my parents were able to keep that from happening. The paranoia the Protectorate creates in its subjects crowds everything else out. Even familial love. They were terrified that my behavior would lead people to start looking at them askance. You remember I told you they were vigilant, right? They could have helped me in numerous ways, ways lesser subjects' parents couldn't. But they did nothing. Just locked me away until I learned to hide my feelings. My existence was always bleak, joyless, without purpose. Just like every other subject's. Dagmar was the first friend I'd had since I was a young child. She gave me a life. A family. Or so I thought. Thank you. But Dagmar has shown me I can't depend on anyone. I have to let my beliefs guide me now. They're all I have left. It's hard to explain, but outside of the lab, thinking only ever confused me, got me into trouble. Since I joined the Dawn, everything has been so much simpler. I depend on the Dawn's beliefs. Without them, I would have nothing but a purposeless existence. I just can't, and I won't. I'm certain we've better things to do than whatever this is.
press the second switch and hold down the blue button for 3 seconds to arm it.
Wait a tick. Earlier you told me it was the red button.
No, you idiot. It was definitely the blue one.
Boyd, I swear, if this blows up... Oh, you...
Standing by to stupefy. Mitigating them. Locking them down.
You're done.
Drop is ready, and frankly, pissed off. Popping my claw. This thing's got a mean streak.
Target relocated.
Purification in progress. They're benumbed. Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Damn it. Now I have to do paperwork for accidental weapons discharge, accidental loss of life, and replacement munitions paperwork. Why am I always so unlucky? Heard something. Damn it. Now I have to do paperwork for accidental weapons discharge, accidental loss of life, and replacement munitions paperwork. Why am I always so unlucky? Accidental weapons discharge, accidental loss of life, and replacement munitions paperwork. Why am I always so unlucky?
Laurie Beckett was right. Solitude has been good for my studies. In just 93 days, I have made extraordinary progress deciphering the truths of our universe. For instance, there are none. None whatsoever. Objective reality is itself a concept invented by subjective observers eager to apply reason to chaos. In light of that view, better to assume we are all sleepwalkers, sharing the same dream of consciousness. We are the universe, attempting to know itself. Life-affirming, in a way. And to think, I almost walked out into that blizzard last week.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Hostilities are afoot. Back in business. Investigating hostile intentions. Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
Mess with me, you get the claw.
What? Can't somebody loiter about a protocol without someone casting assuming glances their way? I know a presumptive look when I see it. You can't tie me to that. I'm just standing here. Oh, well, you'll love this then, as a fellow flim-flam connoisseur. 6 or 7 months ago, some Auntie's Choice clock puncher made a shipping error. Sent a few crates of failed grafting materials here to Cloister. You know that grafting program they used to have? Where they'd give some hapless hullhead a big monster arm, torn off one of a bunch of different deadly creatures?
Easy, pal. Unless you want to see this monster arm in action. Up close.
Sorry. See, you already got the memo. These crates arrived full of rejected Crabbograft parts. Sat untouched for months till I found them. And I thought, little rebranding, the right angle? Bet I could sell these. I met this Protectorate officer. Smug as all get out, naive as the day is long. Said she had logistical supply concerns and needed means to feed the personnel guarding the archive. As the plan would have it, I told her I got a shipment of, imitation Crabble meat. You repackage and relabel it, it'll pass for Protectorate rations just fine. She agreed. Bought a few crates on the spot, promised to send word when she needed more. I just had to grind up everything first. Remove a few telltale chunks. I can't take full credit or blame. I simply misrepresented misallocated materials for profit. I am merely a humble opportunist. Here's an audio cartridge with all the details. Those troops hear what they've been eating? I don't know what'll happen, but they won't be happy about it. That's for sure. Don't mention it to anyone, especially not those damn snoops at Winter's Grasp.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't question, don't doubt. Let your betters think for you.
Go for torpification.
Replenishing my firearm.
You try to limit further down. Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Quarry. Aha! Your safe haven is lost.
Grab the headlock. This thing got. Hastening to cover.
Taking the fight out of them. Torpification in progress. Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
Quarry found.
Knocking them down. Mitigating the threat.
Craft's raring to go. Back in my sight. Popping that claw. Mess with me, you get the claw.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
There's enough. Torpification in progress. Torpificator at
Ready status.
Every component is vital.
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you grab.
Back in business.
Ready and range. Knocking them down. Mitigating the threat.
Standing by to stupefy. They're benumbed. Taking the fight out of them. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Gravel claw. Popping that claw.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
A 5-star.
Refit. The protector.
Consider self-torpification in progress. They're benumbed.
Pushing ahead.
Energy capacitor out. Energy.
Minimizing exposure.
Torpificator is charged. Crap, tingling. All charged up.
capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges. Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat.
Opting for better cover.
Knocking them down. Mitigating the threat.
Smoke standing by to stupefy.
Quarry found.
Locking them down. Torpification in progress.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
Torpificator is charged.
There you are, restoring the balance. Back in my sight.
Hastening.
Miss. By my reckoning, that was the last one.
Yeah.
understand this spot has strategic significance for the defense of the archive, but it is horrifyingly banal. I mean, I've been stationed in some backwater burgs in the past. Seriously? Did these Order eggheads do anything for fun around here? It's all math charts and chalkboards, and how many abakai does one outpost need? Hope they never retake this place, because I'm throwing all of it away.
Down at the armory. You see that, man?
Let's move.
Just through here. Yes. On my way.
Bring that over here.
Commander, when is the patrol back?
All clear.
What do you...
Yeah. Yeah.
Protectorate has this sealed. It can only be unsealed near the Archive's entrance, remember?
Commander, when is the patrol back?
I'll handle this. They're benumbed, taking the fight out of them. Commander, throwing energy your way.
Purification in progress. Taking the fight out of them.
Graph's back in business.
Like always, Krabby. This thing's got a mean streak.
Still recharging. Fortificator at ready status.
Mitigating the threat.
Electrical dampeners failing.
Capacitor deployed. Snap game ready. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Ratcheting up my aggression.
Graft is ready, and frankly, it's off.
That's why I always grab.
Angry.
Locking them down. They're benumbed. Go for torpification. Investigating hostile intentions. Fortification in progress. Taking the fight out of them. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Rest customers about.
Brass raring to go.
Inez, Purple Berry Crunch. It's spelled with a K?
Sure is. You all right, Marisol? You're looking faintly ill.
But it's an obvious misspelling. How can you tolerate it?
Because it's more authentic that way. Says so in the jingle. Sometimes you just gotta accept good marketing, you know?
We live in a universe governed by fundamental forces. Gravity, atomical electrodynamics, spelling, and punctuation. To ignore them invites chaos.
Proceeding to attack. Negative. Recharge incomplete.
This thing's got a mean heart. Pop in my claw.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Yeah.
Hostilities are afoot. Mitigating the threat. Locking them down.
Corrosive substance penetrating.
Capacitor out. Fortificator at ready status.
Principal's undue application, Simon's untoward inclination, and we fasten
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Search
My aftermarket parts are prime.
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Mighty glad that's over and done with. Just need to finish reinforcing the tunnel, and I can collect a big fat bit cartridge.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Classic Waters Wellnessarium here on Prager.
Mobilizing.
How is this even possible? This has to be representative of some type of instrument miscalibration.
I wish that were the case. But I've ascertained that the calibration is within acceptable margin of error and have replaced the reader thrice already. Then I'm equally aghast that we haven't observed more deceased wildlife washing up on the shores.
Anywhere else in the Arcadian system, you'd have a valid point. But here on Praetor, the flora and fauna are already tremendously robust.
Hopefully they can outlast Auntie's occupation.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould.
You ain't always gotta turn to violence, you know.
Killing the anchoress would have been acceptable at my old department. As in this case, we often tried to make assassinations look like accidents. Fewer random variables that way.
But this ain't your old department. You traveled with us this long, and you still can't see that things can be different? You could have spared her.
Your own commander co-signed what I did back there. You'd rather I look to you for guidance? No offense, dear, but you have your own extenuating circumstances to deal with.
Excuse me for attempting to conversate. I'll try not to make that mistake next time.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy.
Got my lamps out of hostile.
And others are not.
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges. They're benumb. Mitigating the threat.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is unique.
Restoring the... Contact re-established. Be a good neighbor.
Help you with something?
Investigating
influences.
Locking them down. Taking the fight out of them.
That cover spot looks much better.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
Fashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Forever vigilant.
Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of the prescribed regime.
You can't fight contentment.
No.
Target's taken lead. Just what are they?
Flawless efficiency.
Is to be found throughout Arcadia.
State your intentions.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Come in, come right in, and be refreshed. Falling prey to imperfect thoughts? Go now.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections.
I'm Head Refresher Gould, and I guarantee when you exit our doors, you'll be a
Productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say, goodbye,
imperfect thoughts, hello contentment.
This is new. A mild euphoric. light hallucinogenic properties. Not entirely unpleasant, but kid stuff.
Greetings, subject, or should I say refreshed to be. Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
I think a few bulbs burned out and this one's upstairs. Play along. We should be able to get past.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment. Why, of course. Naturally. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal. Head Refresher Gould says mental refreshment increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. I've undergone the procedure myself, several times they say, and look at me now, never more content.
And refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Placid Waters Wellnetarium is the primary mental refreshment facility on Praetor. We are tasked with ensuring local subjects are serene, untroubled, and operating at peak efficacy.
Only prescribed thoughts, and no bliss and plenty.
Right as rain, neighbor, right as rain. And soon you'll be just like me.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how.
Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
Never more content, never more content.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
I'm refreshed. It's the best. I can just, and whoever would have guessed? Haven't had an imperfect thought in. Unsanctioned thoughts are strictly prohibited. I'm realigned with the paradigm. Notions are a gateway to mayhem, bedlam. Notions are a gateway to mayhem.
We're refreshed,
bedlam,
so
turmoil,
refreshed.
and vexation.
Mentally, I confess, so refreshed. Never more content, never more content. To deliberate is to court ruin. We're refreshed, so refreshed. Mentally, I confess, so refreshed.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to
Greetings, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Wellnetarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective.
Preserve set progress.
Incorrect. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal Protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually. Each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief?
Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Unacceptable. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you? Unsatisfactory response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total 200 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful Protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed one floor down, where you will be directed further. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now. Your realignment with the paradigm
You'll feel
begins now.
ever so much better once your phrenometric peaks have been abraded.
That's why we are all happy and content. And up. Nah.
Never more content. Never more content.
Cherish all we have and defend it.
I do believe that's the first test I've ever failed.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive devisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Best. Why can't just and whoever would have guessed?
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Into a thing of symmetry.
Hey,
Whatever
easy with
are
the
you thinking?
fratricide.
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system.
Whatever are you thinking?
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and
Greetings,
know-how
new
behind the
person.
refreshment process.
You have a look of query about
That's why
you.
we are all
I have
happy
answers
and
to
content.
questions and no questions to
Others are
answer.
not.
Hello, my name is Abigail, and I am realigned with the paradigm.
Don't forget, your unthinking compliance lets the
Right as rain, neighbor. Never more content. I am newly full of zeal, free of imperfect thoughts. My mind is a thing of symmetry. My phrenometric peaks are all abraded.
While there are many mental
I only experience approved emotions. Doubt and worry are notably unsanctioned. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts, after all. Head Refresher Gould says his recorded lectures are key to thinking approved thoughts. He tells us what to think and what thoughts are unsanctioned. It's also very helpful. That, a restorative cocktail of pharmaceuticals, and a quick dip into the lathe of particularity device can abrade all imperfections.
Mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea. It's the
Why, it's right outside Head Refresher Gould's office. He'll schedule you an appointment. Pondering begets disharmony. To deliberate is to court ruin. Notions are a gateway to mayhem, bedlam, turmoil, and vexation. Thinking never made anybody happy. I once possessed a failing of character where I would voice simple statements in a way that sounded like a question. Drat! There, did it again. Anyhow, I was reported for it? It is the duty of all Protectorate subjects to regularly converse with our neighbors, so we may determine if their zeal has wavered. Refreshment is inevitable. You can't fight contentment.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented.
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception. Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed.
Oh, you're new. Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation. I'm Waylon. No, I'm newly full of zeal. That is, I hope the process took this time. They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement, but still, they try.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive divisor responsible for making
Wait, I just blinked several times, didn't I? What did that signify? I couldn't leave. Not yet. Haven't completed my regimen. My phrenometric peaks are still jutting all over the place, they say. May you realign with the paradigm. Hello again. Feeling refreshed yet? Not sure I am yet, but how does one know? I make all songs about the paradigm abiders. Folks tend to get rather sore about it. The original version's about being a good Protectorate subject and turning in your neighbor if they lack zeal or think thoughts and such. In my case, my daughter reported me.
the paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Of course. We're all supposed to watch each other close to keep the paradigm on track and abiding. First thing you do when you're back is thank the person who did it. I couldn't leave. Not yet. Haven't completed my regimen. My phrenometric... May you Hello again. Feeling I once felt the same way. Others too. One even dug a tunnel. Staff didn't like that. They abraded that subject's phrenometric peak something good. A facilitator said that I'd been here thrice, but I only remember once or twice. I couldn't leave. Not yet, maybe.
All happy and contented, and others are not.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
System is the best anyone has ever had. Perfection
While
is
there are many
perfect.
mental refreshment facilities to be found
Our
throughout Arcadia,
paradigm is
Placid Waters Wellnatarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, The top cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
For all, doing far on your neighbor is so very thoughtful.
You are the raw
zeal
material
lacks
for perfection.
efficiency,
From the lowliest subject to
mental
the most exalted
tune-ups
intellect,
maybe,
we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're
to
all in this
resume
together.
peak efficiency. You're the center of our nation. You're what fuels our mighty
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases traffic.
The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
As one perfect union.
Is a key part of your prescribed.
Unsanctioned thoughts are strictly prohibited.
Only prescribed books and no bliss and plenty.
That is the ultimate goal. We all trust in each other. By rules we abide.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it inhibit personal freedom? Yet this freedom they celebrate is a yawning chaos, and their choice is an invitation to failure, loss, and anarchy. It is a sad fact that all human beings require direction. As my good friend the Consul would say, at its base, humanity unguided is cravenly, inept, and slothful. We of the Protectorate are not, because we do not allow ourselves to be. The paradigm charts our course, gives us purpose. The Consul is the firm hand that guides us.
That is most
Mental
uncalled for.
refreshment keeps us on task, free from doubt, efficient, perfect. And thus we enjoy amity, luxury, and resplendence. The system provides, the system
No talking
abides.
until the lecture's
The only thing
over.
that man's ever loved is the sound of his own voice.
Corpificator is charged. Vital critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Threat still recharging.
Mess with me, you get the claw.
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Opting for caution.
Trouble ahead.
Restore.
Proceeding to attack.
Sustain the system. Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology
Suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Recharging as fast as I can, Commander.
Corpification in progress.
They've been numb.
Not quite charged yet. Locking them down.
Corrosive substance penetrating.
Standing.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, how mentally refreshed are you feeling today? Rounding up for clarity / responding approvingly. Our refreshment facilitators will be pleased with your progress. Mindfully maintain mental momentum. I am responsible for providing each subject with their recommended daily dosage of Reprioritrin. Medicament dispensement has concluded for the day. Response. Medicaments are stored in medicament storage, the office in which this unit presently operates. Yet, it is strictly off-limits to all non-refreshment facilitator personnel. Farewell statement. May refreshment soon render you free from doubt. A vital cog once more. Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
What the... Back to it.
Combat prop.
Help you with something?
Never more content. Never more content. What in the void?
Quick once over.
Forever vigilant.
Aborting, sir.
My aftermarket parts are fried.
Go for torpification.
Hastening to cover.
Disruptive influences.
Consider self-preservation a priority. Can't attack what's not there. Capacitor deployed. Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat.
Mobility.
Standing by to stupefy. Not quite charged yet.
Gravel claws angry.
Locking them down. Torpification in progress.
Mobility. Intercorrosive substance penetrating and steering.
Looking for cover! Get you for that!
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized. On friendly nearby. Fortificator at ready status. Apologies, but don't target, no attack. There be none. Mitigating the threat. Where to go? Vitals are in headlock.
Always crabby. Mess with me, you get the claw.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Locking them down. Fortification in progress.
Quarry found!
Fortificator is charged. Commander, throwing energy your way.
Wraps tingling. All charged up.
Proceeding to attack. You try to limit further damage, Commander.
Pop in that claw. This thing's got a mean streak.
Combatant observed. Mobilizing.
Hmm? Say, what's that sound? Why does the wall look so soft all of...
Oh, do I detect a whiff of reprioritin gas? You know, I suddenly feel a mite more pliable somehow. Surely nothing to question. I thought no one was due for peak abradement for hours. I should have your chart. Wait. Wait. Ha! You're not a protectorate subject at all. You have the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
Laughing Boy here must be our lead scientist. That gas ought to make him a mite more tractable.
Well, this is normally where you'd say something. Oh, how outrageous. Suppose I should call the guards, but my. Oh dear, I seem to be a little unstable at the moment. But never fear, I have intellect to spare. Don't believe me? I can prove it. Even in a state such as this, I am more than able to apply my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly. Speak plainly. You know, I'm beginning to have an inkling about your purpose here, and whose employ you're under. A proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for. Yes, well, you'll see, even in a nominally reduced state, I am more than up to the task. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them?
That's very kind of you, dear.
They're obsessed with tomorrow. Why even worry about the future anyway? The paradigm maps out our path, so we don't need to be concerned about what comes next. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists?
It's true. Need a rival vendor dealt with? We'll repossess their wares. Need a township seized? We'll pay the guarding forces to lay down arms. If that don't work, we got firepower.
Yes, I've seen the craters left in their wake. They're quite capable as far as looting and destruction go. I'm not sure I perceive the merit in that, though. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare. Not word for word, no. I do take certain liberties with the Sovereign's Handbook, a beacon to the cosmos, to inhabit the spirit of the work and give it a dramatic, scientific air. I understand you meant that as an insult, but I refuse to be baited by those either jealous or ignorant of our ways. No, I haven't. And that seems a rather facile argument to make about a society that utilizes automechs to handle daily chores and labor. A low-hanging fruit, as it were. Well, admit I assumed this conversation would be more engaging. Did you have any final points you'd like to make? As a, last chance to distinguish yourself? Her opinion to me would be largely irrelevant. While I appreciate all she did, of course, there are those who are visionaries, and those of us who enact vision, who make it real. All right, fair enough. In that little battle of wits, one of us proved severely outmatched, and I'm not sure you're completely aware of which of us I'm referring to. I am deeply disappointed by your lack of intellectual prowess, though ultimately I'm not wholly surprised. Suppose that leaves one last thing.
Investigating hostile intentions. You've suffered extensive. They're still recharging. They've been numbed. Recharging as fast as I can, Commander. Mitigating the threat.
Graf's back in business. Me, you get the claw. Pop in my claw. You can't fight.
Need to finish recharging first. Standing by to stupefy.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive.
Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions.
Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer!
Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended.
Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed.
Trouble ahead. Torpification in progress. Locking them down.
Mobility interrupted. Corrosive substance penetrating and steering.
You think too much.
Enemy in vicinity. Resorting to violence. Go for torpification. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Unlock always crabby. The crab blood angry. Capacitor unit. Trouble ahead.
Maintaining
Crafts back in business.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Commander, throwing energy your way.
Help me end this fight on my feet.
You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
The Protectorate endures.
Continuing. Let us reconvene.
You can't fight contentment. Back in business. Be a good neighbor. They envy our prosperity.
His steady eye above.
Yeah.
The protect...
Yeah!
Their team.
Sustain the system! Quarry found!
Hostile ahead. What's the play, Command?
We're refreshed.
Customers about.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies unforced innovation,
Frankly, pissed.
Taking the fight out of them.
This thing's got a mean streak. The Gravel Claw is angry.
Locking them down. Mitigating the threat. Go for torpification. Fortification in progress. Locking them down. Investigating hostile intentions.
Raring to go.
Standing by to signify. Vital critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Mobilizing. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized. Fortification in progress. Mitigating the threat. Taking the fight out of them. They're benumbed.
On what? No. Always crabby. Pop my claw.
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges. I'll handle this. Torpificator at ready status. Locking them down. Mitigating the threat. Energy capacitor out, patience. Still recharging.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
Torpificator is charged. They're benumbed. Torpification in progress.
Protectorate personnel, only beyond this point. Leave immediately. If you are not of the Protectorate, you are this unit's enemy. Preparing to unleash disproportionate amount of ammunition on unresponsive bystander.
Proceeding me to finish recharging first.
Status susceptible
crabby.
to danger.
Yeah.
Took Spireton all by yourself, huh? I prefer the path of least people shooting at me, but that's just me.